What's up guys? So, naata karon dire no 3 equations with 3 unknowns. The unknowns are x, y, and z. And sa kaninga video, I will show you how to use row pivoting to solve for the values of x, y, and z. Pero una ta magsugod no, shout out di ay kang Jasbel Samoranos, Lodi, Junior Jasbel. Shout out kay John de la Victoria ug sa tanan akong classmate de Seya. And boom, mo to siya. So sa row pivoting no, inganira ang ato ang una nga buhaton. Ato ra sang i-convert ang given equation into matrix form. So inganira. Dire siya ang ato ibutang is the coefficients 4. So dire 4. Yes, lalom na ibutang 4, negative 2, negative 1, negative 8, 1, 1, 1, and 5. And then the constants. So 7, negative 21, and 15. So for row pivoting, ano siyang itawag nga pivot because we will base it to the diagonals. So muna siya ang diagonals. Yang ato lang daw buhaton is mo create og upper triangular matrix. So by means of creating upper triangular matrix, ang ato lang buhaton is himuon na tong 0 ang below sa diagonals. So tanan ni 4, negative 2, and 1. Ato na siya himuong 0. While basing our multiplier to these diagonals. So if mag-start ta dire sa 4, that's our first diagonal, first number in the diagonal. If himo na tong 0 ang 4, dili na to siya i-base sa negative 2 but base to the diagonal which is 4. So how can we make how can we make this 4 become 0? Well, if we multiply this 4 above by negative 1, so let's say negative 1 and this whole here, that's row 1, and we add it to the second row, we'll then have the answer will be mahimo ni siyang 0. Then also, if ganantang imong 0 pud ni siya ang negative 2, we'll just multiply positive 2 to 4 since they are already with opposite signs. So kailangan na lang mahimong the same ilang values. So that's positive 2 times row 1 plus this is row 3. Row 1, row 2, row 3. Again, negative 1 R1 because we want this to become negative, and since they already have the same value as 4, mahimo nang 0 ang row 2. So if we apply that or we perform that, we'll just copy this above. Hindi naman siya ma-change. Then here 7, we'll have negative 1 times row 1. So this negative 1 times 4 is negative 1 plus row 2, which is 4. We'll then have 0. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. Plus negative 8 is negative 7. Again, negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. 1 plus negative 8 is the same as 1 minus 8. So this is why negative 7 eh. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. And then plus 1. So they have opposite signs and the same value. 0. 0 siya. Then finally, negative 1 times 7 is negative 7 plus negative 21. So they're both negative. So negative 7 plus negative 21 is negative 28. Alright. Then, move ta dire. 2 times row 1 is this 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Then plus negative 2. Alright. So 8 plus negative 2 is just 6. I'm sorry, but it's 0. Or, I'm sorry, but this should be 1/2 di ay dapat. Sorry. 1/2 times row 1. Because 4 times 1/2 is 2. And then plus negative 2, ay siya ma 0. Sorry for that. Then, 1/2 times negative 1 is just negative 1/2 plus 1. So, pila man? Negative 1/2 plus 1 is just 1/2. Or is just 1 minus 1/2. Positive 1/2. And then, 1/2 times 1 is 1/2. Plus 5. So, we can write it as 5 plus 1/2 na lang usa. And then 1 half times 7 is 7 over 2. And then plus 15. 7 over 2 plus 15. And then we'll move to this one. Di ba mo na itong diagonal? So our first pivot is this 4. And then the next number nga appeal sa diagonal is negative 7. So muna itong next. And then muna itong guide. Diba natay 1 half dire. So unsa atong i-multiply sa negative 7. So we can cancel 1 half. Alright? So para kung di mo kayo kuan sa numbers, you can just divide 1 half divided by 7. Or it's just equal to 1 half times 1 over 7 or 1 over 14. So kini daw nga value 1 over 14 ang kailangan nato i-multiply sa negative 7 so we can get 1 half. And since they have opposite sign already, negative 7 and positive 1 half, all we need to do is just multiply row 2 by 1 over 14. So 1 over 14 row 2 plus row 3 will give us our new row 3. So kini atong pulihan. 1 over 14 times negative 7 is just negative 7 over 14 or negative 1 half. So that makes our new row 3. Wait, ato sang kopyahon. And 7 negative 28. Wa man siya na change kay this is our guide. So negative 7 0. So if we multiply 1 over 14 by 0, still 0. So we got here 0 lang yapon. Dere again is negative 1 half plus 1 half is 0. Negative 1 over 14 times 0 is 0. And then plus this value. So 5 plus 1 over. Or if we simplify that, we'll have 11 over 2. From mixed to improper. That's 11 over 2. And then dere negative 28 over 14 is negative 2. So here ang atong imong value is negative 2 plus this value, the row 3, 7 over 2 plus 15. So this is equal to 16.5. 16.5 daw nang nadiha. So now we've got our equations for x, y, and z. Para So makuha na nato kay ang x and y sa last part is all 0. So we have 11 over 2z is equal to 16.5 or 16 and 1 half. So if we divide both sides by 11 over 2, we get the value for z. So if you grab your calculators, z will be positive 3. Alright? Positive 3. Sa'yo na lang. Now, in this second row, as you can see, we have y. Y ra ang naay value. So we will just have negative 7y equals negative 28. Okay, since x and c are all 0. So y is equal to 28 over 7 or just 4. Because 7 times 4 is 28. Right? And lastly, for the first row, that's 4x plus y or 1y plus z equals 7. And we know already that z equals 3, y equals 4. And now we can solve for x. We do that. 4 plus 3 is, I'm sorry, but again, I made an error. This should be negative y. So negative y dapat So negative 4 plus 3 equals 7. And then 4x. So negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. And so if we transpose that to the other side, we'll have 8. 4x equals 8. And so x equals 2. And I hope this was helpful. This is how you do row pivoting. Thanks for watching. Peace out.